What is ethics? Ethics is a branch of philosophy that explores what ought to be decent and appropriate human behavior. There are three different types of ethics. There are normative ethics, which studies ethical actions. These focus on theorizing how we ought to behave and what is considered right or wrong actions. There are also descriptive ethics, which investigates moral beliefs and what motivates people to act ethically. There are also applied ethics, which studies how ethics can be applied to various fields. It focuses on applying ethical theories and principles to particular domains, which includes bioethics, environmental ethics, research ethics, etc., etc. So now I will expand on these types of ethics. So to begin with, there are different types of normative ethics. These include consequentialism, and they were developed by philosophers like Stuart Mill and Jeremy Bentham in the 18th and 19th century. They focus on consequences of actions and impact, as well as the effect on others. Main concepts include the utility of actions, good intentions, and maximizing the greatest good for the greatest number. A critique of consequentialism, however, is that what about the unintended consequences with no good outcomes? For example, one may give the excuse of helping their mother with the groceries as opposed to using that time to go and help some homeless people, for example, in some soup kitchen. Anyway, moving along, there are also deontological ethics, which was developed by Kant in the 19th century. Immanuel Kant stated that we have a duty to behave in a way that is aligned with our rationality, and that it leads to universal actions such as telling truth, not killing, not stealing. These universal actions are based on humanist principles, and they encompass things like dignity and integrity. So basically, its main concepts include categorical imperatives, duty, and in society, it allows individuals to abide by norms, laws, and conventions. There are, however, critiques of this deontological ethics in that it removes personal factors such as agency, since it assumes that there are rational human beings that want to do the right thing. It also ignores the aspect of emotions, since it is claimed that duty supersedes emotions. Decisions become influenced by emotional attachments. There could also be conflicting duties, whereby the duty to your family conflicts with the duty to your employer, which may also conflict with the duty to loyalty to a country, let's say. Anyway, now I'll be talking about virtue ethics. These were created by Aristotle in 380 BC. Virtue ethics is about ethical behaviors that result from developing good character through the development of virtues such as courage, benevolence, compassion, loyalty, etc., etc. A critique of virtue ethics is that what virtues should we be developing? Valued virtues differ depending on the context. They may differ based on different cultures. Virtuous character may not always lead to the good actions coming about, since in particular situations, virtues could be conflicting. For example, the virtue of bravery or courage is very valuable in the military, but the virtue of compassion is not valuable in the military, since it causes individuals to not use their weapons. Not that I'm justifying anything good or bad about the military, it's just an example. So in summary, of these ethical theories, utilitarianism or consequentialism is about how actions impact on the largest number of individuals. Deontology is when groups of norms or laws tell us how to behave in the right way. And character is about developing good virtues so as to not engage in bad actions. We can, however, as ethical people, combine these theories together as to develop our own ethics of care, which is having duty of care and development based on the type of people that we are, being ethical, of course. There are also non-anthropocentric ethical theories, which are ethics that extend beyond the impact of humanity, such as effects on the environment or effects on animals. Finally, I will now talk about applied ethics. So in this case, ethics in research. Factors to consider in, the ethics of research include time and cost, privacy, what will happen to one's private information, such as confidentiality and consent. What training do researchers have? Can participants quit whenever they want? What is the research for, and why is this even needed? Who is it for? Who's going to use that information? Is the research dangerous? Would I endanger others? Would I be endangered if others know what I think or feel, or my personality traits, or whatever is being tested? And also, who has access to that information? How will it be stored? So researchers need to come up with a purpose, a reason as to why they're doing that research, and how this can contribute to the betterment of society. So yeah, thanks for watching. We covered the different types of ethics, such as normative ethics, descriptive ethics, applied ethics. We also explored the types of normative ethics, such as consequentialism, or aka utilitarianism, deontological ethics by Kant, virtue ethics by Aristotle, and we also looked at the ethics of care, non-anthropocentric ethical theories, and finally, what are applied ethics. Thanks for watching.